Alright, so today is a very interesting video to make because literally just right now, a prequel to a Stereotypical Obby just dropped. I wanted to give some initial theories on what in the world I think is going on because there's a lot here, but at the same time, there's not a lot here. It's very interesting. So the game is called the Repleh County Archives. The Repleh County Archives. So first off, just from the name, it's very interesting because Repleh is just backwards for helper. And if we go back to a Stereotypical Obby, we know that helper is the main, I guess, threat. If you could really call it a threat, because we're the bad guy in a Stereotypical Obby, just so you know. So, yes, it's called the Repleh County Archives. And the game is very different from a Stereotypical Obby. It's more of a realistic-looking game as far as Roblox games go. And in the game, we play as some basement-dwelling teenager, I guess, who, it's his birthday, and his parents give him a VR headset. It's the same company that was in the other game, Juxtaposed Technologies. However, since it's a prequel, it seems that they're still in business, whereas by the time of a Stereotypical Obby, it seems like they're out of business. In the VR helmets, they seem to take you to the Obby, at least that's one of the games. So, at first things are relatively normal, and then there's a alert on the TV saying that rebels have taken over the streets of Repleh County and that the sheriff's department and all that stuff are trying to deal with it. So you hear like police sirens and other things, and you hear a shootout outside your house. And then there's a very, very strange report that says that Repleh County isn't real, and that everything isn't real, and that is all caused by the VR helmets. Now, this is very strange. The fact that they're saying that everything, the whole county isn't real, the sheriff department isn't real, even though we could literally hear all of these things happening, they're saying that it happened just because of the VR headsets, but it can't be because we don't have a VR headset on. We just bought it. Unless, it emits some sort of frequency, and that also does something, because it did make a strange beeping sound when we took out the police scanner earlier in the game. But it's very strange. I'm very intrigued whether or not this specific broadcast was just a hoax by the rebels, or if this is like all genuine. But regardless, the game ends, you wander around in the dark for a bit, but the game ends essentially with the something coming into the room, and very interestingly, it steals the headset, which makes me think that the people that were coming in were actually the police, because previously they had just put out a broadcast that anyone who owns the headset, come outside of your house and return it immediately. So the player tries to go upstairs to see if the thing that was in the house is left, but he is shot and killed. So it's a highly, considering that this is the thing that took the headset, it's highly likely that this is a police officer, or it could be a criminal coming in to get it as well, because you know there's riots. One thing very interesting to note is that there's actually a secret ending. If you input a code onto the telephone, you will get a situation report. And in the situation report, it doesn't really seem to talk about our situation. It seems to talk about something on a bridge, specifically like an SUV kind of crashing. And that is what made me think of a Stereotypical Obby, because in a Stereotypical Obby, there is that scene at the end where it's kind of mixing like reality with like the game. It shows a huge car crash, or a series of car crashes on a broken bridge. And if I think about it, the things that I thought were gravestones are probably actually stand-ins for people. We see them in prisons, we see them rioting outside in the streets with people with police, it seems, trying to stop them. So it's very interesting how this is all working out. I think we're building to a story that is a bit deeper than what was seen. Because from a Stereotypical Obby, and I think a lot of people in the comments agreed, the story seemed very derivative of FNAF, and something you've kind of seen many times before. But with the added context of this, it seems that Ignited Softwares, I believe they're trying to build a narrative around Juxtaposed Technologies and the strange things that happen with these technologies. So I'm really excited to see what the future holds, and once again for that good ending. And I just wanted to get this video out because, you know, it's cool follow-up thing. So yeah, if you enjoyed, be sure to like and subscribe. We're really close to 10,000 subscribers. It'd be really cool to reach that milestone. So yeah, bye.